Hi you guys, Jeannie here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another money saving video. So today I'm going to be doing a dupe video with cosmetics. So something that I did in the start of the year of 2019 is I really started to cut my spending in terms of designer makeup. So I used to be one of those people that would drop tons and tons of money every single year on designer makeup, and couponing has helped me find less expensive alternatives for products that work just the same. So now that I have been couponing for quite some time, I actually learned that some of the drugstore brands are also owners of higher end companies. So just for an example, the L'Oreal company, they actually own Estee Lauder. So you have a drugstore brand that actually owns a higher end brand. So you know that they're using, same type of ingredients. They're probably making all of their stuff in the same like plant or wherever it is that you make their own lab. So I really wanted to take to this year to really cut my spending down when it came to cosmetic items, because it was just something that I was spending ridiculously large amounts of money on. So this video is actually a collab video with my good friend Christy, Georgia Sunshine. So I actually met her through a fall box swap with a few other ladies, and her and I have stayed connected through Instagram and commenting on each other's videos and all sorts. So she does a lot of fun videos. She does a lot of unboxing videos, and I absolutely love them because I have had a chance to learn about some other companies that I had no clue were out there. I love that if I am questioning a company, she's probably already done an unboxing about it. So if she has a good review on the company, then I am very likely to go and subscribe to whatever box she's unboxing. So I absolutely love her. She lives in Georgia and she's just such a fun lady to chat with, and I just love her so much. So make sure you go and check out her channel. I will have her linked below, and definitely check her video out too, because she's been working on her dupes video for a while too, and she actually stumbled upon the Fetch app, and I'm so excited that she has, because my goal is to slowly get her to like a full-blown couponer. So if you guys want to see Christy become like a full-blown couponer, then comment below and let her know, Christy, get to couponing. And if you're new from Christy's channel to mine, hi, my name is Gina Schweppe. I am a mom of 3. I live in Southern California. Like I mentioned, I am a couponer, so I do a lot of couponing content, but I'm really trying to branch out and bring some other content to you guys. I've been sharing my weight loss journey. I share all sorts of stuff. So if you like a wide variety of content, then my channel might be a good fit for you. So make sure you subscribe below. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that I am going to share with you guys is my foundation. So in terms of high end, what I have been using is the MAC Fix Studio Fluid SPF 15. So you can get this at a MAC store, or you can get it at Nordstrom, Macy's, wherever MAC is sold. I think Ulta even sells this now, but I think this runs around the neighborhood of $30. I'll go ahead and let you guys know here how much this retails for. So this is my go-to foundation when it comes to a higher end foundation, but my dupe for this foundation is the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula, and it has an extra 20 SPF. So both of these give my skin like not a completely matte finish. I'm actually wearing it today, and I've been out all day long. I've been wearing the Physicians Formula. It just gives your skin just a very healthy glow to it. Maybe that's why it's called the Healthy Foundation, because that's exactly what it does to my skin. But this one retails for around $15.99 at CVS. It might be a little higher, but with CVS, you can get this for really cheap if you follow their deals. So currently going on this week, it's spend $15 and you get a $10 extra care box. So it makes this guy like $5.99. I've gotten it as low as like $2, sometimes free. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel to follow my couponing videos so I can teach you guys how to save a lot of money. So you're looking 30 bucks for this guy and maybe 5 and under with a CVS extra care buck deal. So this is a really good savings on this guy. So the next thing, I'm just going in order of my routine when it comes to my makeup. So next one would be concealer. So the high-end concealer that I've been using is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. So you can pick this up at Nordstrom. You can get it on the Laura Mercier website. Again, I will have the price of how much it is right here. But the dupe that I have found for this, this concealer does really good at brightening. It doesn't crease. But a tried and true favorite of mine has been the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I absolutely love this guy right here. It does the same thing that this one does. So I mix and match with this concealer all the time. And honestly, I forget like what concealer I'm wearing. So this runs for around like $6.99, something in the neighborhood of $6.99. I'm gonna have all the prices right here so you guys can see. But there's always a deal that goes on at CVS on these, and we always get manufacturer coupons. So look out in your newspapers for, sometimes we get $2 off one coupons. Another place that you can get less expensive cosmetics would be at your Walmart. Walmarts are priced really well. Target's priced really well. If you purchase cosmetics through your like local grocery stores or CVS or any of the drugstores, it's going to be priced up. But if you stick to Target and Walmart, then the prices are significantly lower. So love that dupe for my concealer. Now the next one is some setting powders. So I have been on the Laura Mercier powders since probably January. But when I started getting into the Walmart grocery pickup, I tried out the Flower Beauty Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder, and you guys, I cannot tell the difference between them. Both do the job. It helps set my makeup, it helps prevent creasing, and they both give a brightening effect. So love that one right there. All right, so a new favorite of mine from the drugstore to replace my Becca, what is this? The Becca Sunlight Bronzer. My new favorite dupe for this guy is the City Bronzer by Maybelline. So what I love about this, as you can see, the colors are a little bit different, but the Maybelline line carries something that is a little bit more, they have some darker shades. There's just a little bit of shimmer that is in the Maybelline bronzer, just like the Becca. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I like the City bronzer better than the Becca bronzer. And I like it because it's a little bit lighter. And if you're also looking for a dupe for the Benefit Hulu in the light version, this would be a really good dupe for you as well. Another bronzer that I love from the drugstore is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is a great dupe for like any high-end bronzer because it is fabulous. If you haven't tried either one of these drugstore bronzers, I highly suggest you do. I want to pick up the Lumi by L'Oreal as well, so that is on my list. So next in my makeup routine is the blush. So the blush that I gravitate towards, so the blush that I've been using that is more high-end is the Laura Mercier in the Ginger shade, and a dupe that I have found is the Morphe. So I recently got into Morphe Cosmetics like a few months ago. I have a brush set from them, but I really didn't try any of the cosmetics until I went to the Standstill store in Vegas, and then I picked up a few things and I was like, oh, okay, I can roll with this. But I think that this shade right here is a really good dupe for it. It's called Unapologetic. So it's kind of that like, it's not the same, but it kind of has the same like shade tone. Maybe this one is a little bit more, but in terms of high-end blushes, I think Morphe is the way to go if you're going drugstore because they're very pigmented and they blend really well and they're priced really affordable. And if you have an Ulta near you, you can use the Ulta store coupons on Morphe because Morphe is considered drugstore. So that's a way that you can save a little bit more on your Morphe cosmetics. So I absolutely love my Morphe blush palette just as much as I love my Laura Mercier. These are both really great blushes. So yeah, check out the Morphe blushes if you have not yet. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is my highlighter. So the highlighter I've been literally obsessed with since probably February, end of February, has been the MAC Soft and Glow highlighter. e.l.f. makes a baked highlighter and it's about $3 and it's called Blushed Gems. And I found this from Pinterest and it's supposed to be a dupe. I haven't tried it out, nor have I tried the e.l.f. baked highlighters yet, but I hear really good things about the e.l.f. line. So this has been my favorite highlighter, so I really didn't want to go out. I have not been a fan of the drugstore highlighters that I have tried. From like Wet n Wild, Maybelline. I just haven't been a fan, and I really love highlighters, so this is something that I probably would keep spending higher prices for because it's something that I really love. So next thing I'm going to get into is eyeshadow. So my favorite high-end eyeshadow, hands down, Natasha Denona. I stumbled upon this back in November, and I have the big gold palette too. I think the gold palette ran me like $128, something like that. I think this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this 5-pan eyeshadow palette was in the neighborhood of like $50, something crazy. Expensive, but you know, you really pay for what you get. Like, this is a great eyeshadow palette. The gold palette is beautiful, but it's very expensive. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette from the drugstore, I struggle with drugstore eyeshadows for sure. Morphe would be a good one to try out. I personally haven't tried Morphe out, but I have been playing around with this Physicians Formula butter eyeshadow palette in Sultry Nights, and oh my goodness, you guys, these shades are stunning, and they're very buttery, they're pigmented, and they're blendable, and that's what I have found that has been really hard with drugstore palettes. I've tried the CoverGirl, I've tried, I don't like Maybelline, I don't like the L'Oreal, minus like their pressed pigments are pretty good. But this eyeshadow palette is fabulous. So definitely check this out if you haven't already, because it is great. So I'm just going to show you two of the gold shades right here. So this is how it swatches on my hand. So let's see. So it's so pigmented, you guys, and I'm going to swatch it next to two of the shimmers in the Natasha Denona palette. And in terms of like pigment, I think that, oh, this is like, oh, such a weird angle. Such a weird angle, but they are pigmented just the same as the Natasha Denona palette. So this is the Natasha Denona, and this is the Physicians Formula. So you're going to get some really good pigment in this eyeshadow palette. So in terms of the pigmentation and the stay power, I've tried both of these, and I think that they work just the same. So I honestly could say that these two perform just about the same. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette but you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would highly recommend the Butter eyeshadow palette, especially the Sultry Nights one, because you really could do like a very easy, I have a video all about this palette coming to you guys probably around next week. I have played around this palette for the past month, so I'm going to show you guys how you can really work this palette because it is fantastic. So something else that I'm going to mention is brushes. So I used to buy very expensive brushes. I used to buy MAC brushes. These are the only brushes that I would buy, and I would pay a lot of money for them. And then I stumbled upon Morphe, and you can get Morphe brushes for like $3 if you buy them singly, and they are really good, you guys. So I got like a pack of brushes during Black Friday. So I got a set of brushes. It was a really good deal. But even if you were to buy these over at Ulta just by themselves, you can use the Ulta store coupon. They perform just the same as the MAC brushes, and I absolutely love them. So, and they're drugstore price. So if you're in the market for new brushes, definitely check out the Morphe brushes. And speaking of Morphe, I've also been using their little like beauty sponge, kind of like, this would be like a dupe for the Beauty Blender, because I think the Beauty Blender now runs you about $21, $22, something crazy like this. But this guy, significantly cheaper. Also another one you could do is the Real Techniques. I've tried the Real Techniques sponge, and I like the Morphe one better. It's softer, and you're able to like really get into the, you know, nooks and crannies of your face, and I just absolutely love this. This is really good for like baking right here, and I just absolutely love this sponge. So spend the money and get this guy. So the last two things I'm going to talk about are setting sprays. I used to not really be a setting spray person, but I can really tell the difference. So the one I've been using is the MAC Prep and Prime, but e.l.f. makes a really good one. There's also one from Physicians Formula. There's also one from, oh gosh, there's so many different ones. You really could get away with using just about anything. So I haven't tried any of the drugstore setting sprays, but I know Nicole talks about the NYX one, I think, or maybe it's the e.l.f. one. I forgot which one she raves about, but definitely opt for drugstore when it comes to your setting spray. And then in terms of mascara, I have never been a high-end mascara person, but the dupe that I found for mascara would be the L'Oreal Paradise Voluminous Mascara. This is something that I use anyways. But it's a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I've been using this for a while, so so I never use high-end mascara. I just don't see like the worth, like I don't see the point of buying high-end mascara when we can get this for super cheap at the drugstore. So I never use high-end unless I get like a free sample or something from like a beauty box or something like that. So I always opt for drugstore when it comes to my lashes, or I use my Mary Kay, which is based, and price-wise, it's around the drugstore base price, because the, so the Mary Kay mascara is like 12 bucks, something like that. So this is everything that I have to share with you guys with my cosmetic here, showing you guys a dupe for something high-end, and showing you a dupe for drugstore. So I had a really fun time like doing this video. Thank you so much, Kristy, for doing this video with me. So make sure you go and check out Kristy's channel and see the dupes that she has come up with. And my goal always is to help you guys save money any way that I can. So if I can help you, you know, shave your bill when it comes to your cosmetics on the year, and sharing with you guys how you can get some budget-friendly alternatives, then I want to do that for you guys. So just remember, I mean, just remember the L'Oreal company is the one that owns Estee Lauder. So when you're seeing that drugstore brands also own the higher end brands, that should tell you something right there. So makeup is something that is also another passion of mine. I just feel so relaxed when I do my makeup. I will sit down with a cup of coffee and my makeup mirror, and it's just so therapeutic for me. So this is something that I love to do. So I love sharing something else that I have a big passion for. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys all later. Don't forget to like this video so I know you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye.